Most users engage with crypto exchanges only partially, about a third of their real potential. Usually it comes down to buying, selling, and sometimes futures trading. But the most exciting opportunities have already moved into Web3, where the real action is. Here you'll find DeFi protocols, airdrop campaigns, on-chain yield, early projects, NFT drops. And it's in this space that the strongest earning opportunities often appear, before the market goes mainstream. Today, entering Web3 has become much simpler. No need for dozens of services, bridges, or complicated wallets. The OKX ecosystem has integrated Web3 directly into its platform, opening access to all these opportunities in one place. In this video, we'll break down how to earn through OKX Web3, from simple steps to advanced strategies used by experienced market participants. If you like clear explanations of complex topics, hit like and subscribe to the channel. Here we explain crypto in plain language, without unnecessary jargon or overload. And if you don't yet have an OKX account, use the link in the description to claim bonuses up to 6,000 USDT for completing tasks and generating trading volume. Register and become part of our referral team. The first step is to understand what the OKX Web3 wallet is and why it has become the most convenient entry point into the on-chain world for many users. What is the OKX Web3 wallet? Web3 is the new stage of the crypto market. This is where fresh projects are born, future airdrop campaigns are launched, and early earning opportunities open up. In the past, entering Web3 looked cumbersome. Separate wallets, bridges, dozens of services and tabs. Now it's much simpler. OKX has built full Web3 directly into its ecosystem. No third-party apps, no complicated setup, no technical barriers. This is the turning point. You stop being just an exchange user and gain direct access to the blockchain. The OKX Web3 wallet is a built-in wallet inside your account, operating on the principle of self-custody. In a classic exchange account, funds are under the platform's control. You see the balance, but the keys belong to the exchange. In the Web3 wallet, it's different. When you create it, a private key and seed phrase are generated, and they belong only to you. OKX does not store or control them. Simple analogy. Think of the difference between money in a bank and cash in your pocket. In the bank, you can use your funds, but control remains with the bank. Cash in your pocket is fully yours. Only you decide how to use it. The OKX Web3 wallet is exactly that. Your personal crypto wallet where control is entirely in your hands. There's one thing you must never overlook. Your seed phrase and private keys must be stored securely. It's best to write them down offline and keep them in a safe place. Why is this critical? Because the only way to restore access to your wallet is through the seed phrase. If you lose it, your funds cannot be recovered. This is the flip side of full freedom. Control is entirely yours, which means responsibility is too. What this changes in practice. From this moment, you're no longer limited by exchange tool. You gain direct access to the blockchain. This opens new possibilities, connecting to decentralized applications directly, participating in DeFi protocols without intermediaries, transferring funds across different networks, engaging in on-chain activities beyond centralized trading. In essence, it's a shift from the model, I'm a client of the exchange, to I'm a full participant in the blockchain. Yes, responsibility increases, but so do the horizons. Opportunities through the Web3 wallet, DeFi yield, farming and staking, on-chain campaigns, future airdrop activities, participation in early ecosystems of new projects. Where to find Web3 in OKX. To open the Web3 section in OKX, simply go to the top menu, choose More, Web3. This loads a dedicated OKX wallet page. If the wallet hasn't been created yet, the process takes just a minute. A few simple steps and you'll have a full Web3 interface right inside your OKX account. This marks an important shift, from being just an exchange user to becoming a participant in the Web3 ecosystem. And from here begins the most exciting part, the earning opportunities that open up specifically through Web3. Method number 1, OKX Web3 Earn, DeFi Hub. This is the first step beyond the classic exchange. Here, crypto starts working not only inside OKX, but across the entire DeFi ecosystem. Put simply, a bank deposit, the familiar model. Earn inside the exchange, the equivalent of a crypto bank deposit. Web3 Earn, your funds begin working across the global DeFi system, where yields are usually higher because there are no intermediaries or banking infrastructure. How to access the DeFi Hub. In the Web3 interface, open the top menu, select Web3. More, DeFi. You'll see the Web3 yield portal, DeFi Hub, Earn. On the page, you'll find, at the top, cards with current campaigns and DeFi products. Below, the popular investments block and a list of available protocols. This is where the real fun begins. The chance to connect directly to major DeFi projects, earn yield, and join campaigns that previously were only accessible through separate services. Practical side of Web3 Earn. In the interface, you immediately see real yield options, stablecoins, USDT, USDC, and others. Major networks like Ethereum and Sol, APY, annual yield, displayed right on the cards, sorting by popularity, showing what users are most engaged with right now. For beginners, this is especially important. No need to search for DeFi projects on Twitter, Discord, or forum. OKX has already done the initial selection and gathered them in one place. First step, stablecoin. The clearest starting point is stablecoin. Here, risk from volatility is minimal and the mechanics are easier to understand. Open the stablecoins tab, you'll see USDT, USDC, DAI, and others. Click view next to USDT. What opens next? A dedicated token page inside Web3 Earn. Now it's not just a coin, it's a list of real DeFi protocols where you can place USDT. The table shows protocol name, the network it runs on, TVL, how much capital is already deposited, current APY, and invest button. This is where the practical part begins. You choose a protocol and place funds directly into DeFi, without intermediaries. Important note, these are not OKX products. They are real, well-known DeFi protocols on the market. The wallet simply gives you convenient access. Previously, the path looked like a quest, finding the official site, connecting a separate wallet, figuring out networks, manually transferring funds, constantly worrying about phishing site. Now this entire process is replaced by a single button. How it works, a window opens with a yield option. OKX highlights popular directions and lets you choose them right inside the interface. You check the network and fee, confirm the action, sign the transaction in your Web3 wallet, and that's it. Your USDT starts working inside the chosen DeFi protocol. No separate wallets, no dozens of browser tabs, no complicated Web3 entry. In just a few clicks, you're doing what used to be considered complex and required DeFi experience, where yield in Web3 earn comes from. When you place USDT into a protocol, you're essentially providing liquidity. Put simply, you become a small bank whose funds are used inside DeFi. Other participants borrow, trade, and operate with this liquidity. For its use, the protocol pays you interest. The principle is similar to a bank deposit, but without intermediaries. Everything runs directly through smart contracts. How Web3 earn differs. In regular earn, yield is generated inside the exchange. In Web3 earn, yield comes from the entire DeFi market. You step beyond a single platform and connect to the global liquidity of the crypto market. Important nuances. Yield is variable. APY can change. There are network fees. Smart contract risks exist. Acting wise. The best approach is gradual. Start with a small test amount. Account for fees. Spread funds across several protocols. This way you can safely get comfortable in Web3, understand how it works, and gradually expand your participation while balancing yield with responsibility. Next way to earn in Web3. Yield is only one side of the opportunities. In the Web3 ecosystem, there's an entire layer of the market that beginners usually discover much later. This is where you'll find new blockchain networks, fresh projects, tokens not yet listed on exchanges. The most interesting part, many of them start rewarding participants early, distributing tokens and rewards during the ecosystem's formation stage, while most users only hear about them after listing. Active Web3 participants gain access at the early stage. That's why the next earning format is not about percentages and APY, but about joining new initiatives before they go mainstream. Early involvement opens the chance to gain advantages unavailable to ordinary exchange. Before we continue, I invite you to check out our Telegram channel. There we share the most important and up-to-date content, fresh news, useful materials, and practical market. Everything is explained in simple language without overload. Only what truly helps you understand and stay informed. The link to the channel is in the description. Join us and stay one step ahead together. Method number 2, OKX Wallet airdrops, earning before listing. At this stage, we move to opportunities that most users discover too late, only after a token is listed on an exchange when it already has a price and is actively discussed. But the most promising chances appear much earlier, during the development stage of a project. This is where airdrop campaigns through the OKX Web3 Wallet come into play. What is an airdrop? An airdrop is the distribution of tokens for your activity in the ecosystem. Not for buying, not for trading, but for participation. Using protocols, testing new networks, interacting with dApps, performing on-chain action. This way, projects attract their first users and build a community, while participants get the chance to become early token holders even before listing. Put simply, for you, it's the opportunity to receive tokens for actions you already do in Web3. Essentially, it's a reward for engaging with a project at its early stage when it's just beginning to grow. Analogy, imagine a new shopping mall opening and the first visitors receive gifts and bonuses simply for arriving earlier than others. Web3 works the same way. You join a project early, show activity, help the ecosystem grow, and the project thanks you with future tokens. Where to find airdrop campaigns in OKX? Open your Web3 wallet. In the top right corner of the interface, click the boost button. This is the main hub for Web3 campaigns inside OKX. After clicking, you'll see sections such as X Launch, X Promotions, Rewards Center. This is where all current campaigns and upcoming drops appear. What you'll see inside, you'll find a showcase of active campaigns including current activities, supported networks, participation requirements, step-by-step instructions, campaign timelines, total reward pools. So you don't need to search through Twitter, Discord, or forums. OKX gathers all active campaigns directly inside the wallet. It's essentially the center of early Web3 opportunities where you can join new projects even before they hit exchanges. How to participate in airdrop campaign? In practice, most campaigns revolve around simple actions. Connect your wallet to a dApp, make a transaction, stake an asset, add liquidity, test a new network. Perform several interactions with the protocol. Each of these actions shows the project that you're a real ecosystem user, and it's usually these participants who later receive future tokens. Why it's a powerful tool? Here's the key feature, asymmetry. At the airdrop stage, the token is not yet traded. No price, no hype, no mass interest. But if the project succeeds, rewards appear later, after the token hits the market. That's exactly how many users receive drops from early DeFi and L2 projects. So on-chain activity has gradually become a separate earning strategy. You're not just testing protocols, you're investing your time and attention into future opportunity. Important nuance about airdrop. It's crucial to understand. An airdrop is not guaranteed income, but rather a probability strategy. Not every action leads to a reward, but consistent participation across different ecosystems significantly increases your chances. Think of it like joining a startup at its earliest stage. No one talks about it yet. You just use the product, test features, create activity. And if the project takes off and enters the big market, it's the early participants who get rewarded first. Web3 airdrops follow the same logic. That's why the right approach is participate regularly, spread activity across different networks, use small amounts, track new campaigns in the boost section, think long term. This style of participation turns on-chain activity into a full-fledged strategy. You're not just testing protocols, you're laying the foundation for future rewards. What changes at this stage? At this level, your mindset shifts. You stop looking at Web3 only through the eyes of an investor asking, what should I buy today? And start thinking like an early participant asking, where is future value being created? So far, we've talked about yield, DeFi protocols, airdrop campaigns, and early involvement in new projects. But in the Web3 ecosystem, there's another important type of asset that often unlocks new opportunities. We're talking not about tokens, but about digital collections and passes into closed community. Through them, projects grant early access to their ecosystems, build communities, and create extra value for first participants. And this is where the next earning method appears, participation in NFT initiatives inside the OKX ecosystem. Method number 3, NFT marketplace, NFT drops, digital assets, and early access. When we talk about NFTs, many still recall the hype of 2021, expensive images, speculation, and bubbles. But today, their role in Web3 has changed significantly. In the OKX ecosystem, NFTs are no longer just pictures for the sake of pictures. They've become full-fledged tools that unlock access to new opportunities and ecosystems. How NFTs are used today. NFTs increasingly serve as passes into closed communities, participation in early drops and campaigns, blockchains, gaming and metaverse assets, utility tokens within projects, qualifications for future airdrops. In many cases, NFTs are the first step into a new ecosystem even before its native token appears. Where to find the NFT marketplace? To access the NFT section, open your Web3 wallet. In the top menu, select NFT marketplace. You'll enter a dedicated section with collections, drops, and new Web3 opportunities. So in OKX, NFTs are not just collections. They're keys to early access and new formats of participation in ecosystem. Tabs in the NFT section. At the top of the NFT section, you'll see tabs: Ordinals, Drops, OKX Market. This isn't just a showcase of images, it's a full NFT ecosystem hub inside Web3. Main page of OKX Market. First, the main marketplace page opens. Here you can view popular collections, floor prices, trading volumes, supported networks, Ethereum, Solana, Base, Polygon, Arbitrum, and more. In essence, it's a complete marketplace for secondary NFT assets. Key tab. Drop. For earning, the section that matters most is NFT. Drop. Here you'll find the hub of all current activities. In the special block, Whitelist and Airdrop, you'll see whitelist raffles, NFT giveaways, early mint campaigns, project collaborations, Web3 events, and activities. This is essentially a showcase of early opportunity. The logic is the same as classic airdrop campaigns, but implemented through the NFT ecosystem. You join at the start, and the project rewards you with access or prize. How NFT drops work in practice. When a project prepares a new NFT collection, it usually launches a campaign before the public mint. At this stage, a whitelist is formed, a list of early participants. To get in, you just need to complete a few simple actions shown directly on the campaign. Most often, these include following the project on X, Twitter, retweeting or liking, holding a specific token, connecting your wallet, joining Web3 activity. After completing the requirements, you gain the chance to enter the white. What that means? Whitelist gives you early access to mint, and an early mint means the ability to acquire NFTs before everyone else at a fixed price. Simple analogy. It's like pre-ordering a limited sneaker collection. Early buyers get access at the base price, and after the official launch, the market itself sets the value. What you can do with NFTs next. Once you've received an NFT, different scenarios open up. Resell it on the marketplace, hold it for access to a closed community, gain eligibility for future airdrops, unlock new products from the project, participate in governance or special activities. So NFT drops are not just collections. They're tools of early participation that can bring value in many forms, from financial gain to unique opportunities inside the ecosystem. Important nuance. The NFT market is highly volatile. Interest in collections can rise quickly and fade just as fast. Token prices can spike, stay stable, or drop significantly if attention to the project weakens. That's why it's wiser to view NFT drops as a way to engage in ecosystems and gain access to new opportunities, rather than as a primary investment tool. Looking more broadly, you can see how all elements form a single system. Today, OKX is not just a crypto trading platform, but a full ecosystem where you can build multiple income streams at once. This creates a structured approach to capital. Part of your funds can go into DeFi for yield, another part can be used for airdrop campaigns, on-chain activities, and NFT drops of promising projects. This is a different level of interaction with the crypto market, not just buy and wait, but active participation in ecosystem growth. And the best part, you can start gradually, with small amounts, with simple steps, step by step exploring Web3 opportunities. If you found this material useful, support it with a like and subscribe. On this channel, we explain crypto in simple language and show real ways to earn in Web3 without unnecessary noise. In the description, you'll find a link to register on OKX. New users get bonuses and tasks with rewards. Thank you for staying with us until the end. We'll keep unlocking new Web3 opportunities together. See you in the next videos.